I think you've been seeing two approaches to regulation by institutions. One is to build products and services within the existing mandates that they understand. And the other is to really sit on the sidelines and wait till there's a little bit more regulatory clarity as far as engaging. I think the bulk of the customers we see on our side are looking to build infrastructure to enter into this space and are looking to engage with regulators about how they should proceed, right? And if you look at the US, for example, and the OCC guidance that came out last year, right? That really enabled a number of firms. We're seeing J.P. Morgan, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Citibank, and a number of other institutions look to really enter in the space and offer products and services. Goldman is another example. Morgan Stanley offer products and services that leverage existing infrastructure, whether that's from derivatives type products or non-deliverable crypto products, or looking at offering their wealth management and other clients the ability to access directly digital assets. I think in terms of regulation where we see it, I think there's a lot of talk around stablecoins and the implications that they have on monetary policy for national banks. And I think there's going to be a bit of regulation that comes out over time that addresses the proliferation of stablecoins in the space. I think in terms of custody and the implications on bank balance sheets, we're seeing a lot of questions come up there as well, right? If you look at what recently was announced by Basel and their working group, I think it's a 1,200% allocation on capital for digital assets, right? And obviously, that's not a sustainable model for any bank to be able to custody or hold those assets on behalf of its clients. And I think, as more of these firms and institutions come into the space, there's going to be a real reckoning with, how do we maintain and keep banks systemically safe, but also how do we allow them to innovate and engage in a market where retail consumers are entering, right? And where we see large fintech players like PayPal, Square, Robinhood, et cetera, take a significant advantage in terms of offering products to retail consumers and the like, right? And so, I think if you think about bank balance sheet as an implication one, and then things like stable coins, and then the emergence of securities tokens, I think those are going to be the areas where regulation is going to start to take place. A great example of this is Germany, where within the BaFin regulations, financial institutions are able to tokenize existing securities without necessarily a change in their underlying model, right? And so you're seeing basically regulated entities have the ability to innovate on digital assets or utilizing blockchain, given that they have all the licensing within the existing entity, right? And I think those are going to be the things that we see today as a basis of emerging regulation in the space.